You know, tens of thousands of protesters have been standing their ground this morning despite the threat of another police crackdown in Hong Kong. So these demonstrators have shut down the city's financial district for 4 days now and counting. They're upset that only candidates approved by China are being allowed to run for that city's top post. But China says it will not compromise to, quote, the illegal threats of some people, unquote.
Hong Kong, tens of thousands of protesters are bracing for violent clashes with the police. In defiance of the Chinese government, the demonstrators are blocking Hong Kong's major highways in historic political protests. Police have fired tear gas, pepper spray, and a crackdown. Demonstrators, though, so far have not backed down. They say Hong Kong should be allowed to elect its own leader. Andrew Stevens joins me now from the main protest site in Hong Kong's financial district. And Andrew, they fired tear gas, they fired pepper spray. Are the protesters backing down at all?
Absolutely not. So they like to see it as peaceful defiance, Erin. And they also say they're going to stay here until they get their changes that they're calling for. It's just about 10 minutes to 8 o'clock in the morning here, so a new day's beginning. And if you look around, you can still see that all these people here have been camping here overnight. And right down close to me here, you'll see these two university students. A lot of people here wearing black, Erin, because that is to show solidarity against the police action that we saw. You mentioned that pepper spray and those tear gas attacks. That happened about 24 hours ago, and it absolutely shocked so many people in Hong Kong. And it actually backfired on the police in that the people started coming out more and more to support the students, to support the protesters. What you're seeing here is the absolute minimum number of people that we've seen here for the last 24 hours. Expect these numbers to really swell again. The defiance is here, it's well defined. If you look down here, you look straight at the financial district, the idea is civil disobedience to bring this city to a halt, to get those political aims achieved. At the moment, though, the catchword is peaceful after 50 people were injured 24 hours ago. There is concerns, obviously, what is Beijing going to do, Erin? How are they going to react to this? So far, they said this is an illegal gathering. The Hong Kong government says this is an illegal gathering. But the riot police, which were everywhere here 24 hours ago, are now nowhere to be seen. So it is a standoff, and is right now a peaceful standoff, Erin.
Right now, peaceful, as you said, though, of course, it's 10 of 8 in the morning. We shall see what happens, as there have been tear gas and pepper spray. But, Andrew, this is Hong Kong, where you're standing right now. Is China seeing this? Is mainland China seeing this coverage at all?
They've seen some of it. CNN was allowed to be broadcast yesterday, and in the hours during those pepper spray tear gas attacks. So there has been some coverage in mainland China, but remember, CNN is limited to a very, very select number of television viewers in China. As far as social media is concerned, there is very little social media, at least the big social media that we're familiar with, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all banned. Instagram is available in China, and it has been closed in so many areas. So they really are putting a lid on what information is getting out across the border here into mainland China, because obviously the last thing they want to see are street protests, which could, theoretically at least, lead to a change in politics. Beijing does not want to see that.
Perhaps it made the Arab Spring pale in comparison. Thank you, Andrew.